That's a great question. So, World of Warcraft is. I mean, one thing to note is that WoW is kind of like the template for a lot of modern MMOs. So, if anything, like, this game, in a lot of ways, copied off of WoW, at least as far as, like, general game design. Like, having everything based off of a hotbar. I don't want to start next fight with Phoenix, so I'm gonna do this. Oh god, I'm so dead. How did I know? Okay, I was gonna say I was definitely dead. But like as far as like hotbar setup, all that kind of good stuff, that's all based off of WoW. The main differences are in the reward structures and the class and encounter designs. A lot of WoW, a lot of the classes in that game have kind of devolved into a builder spender rotation. So it's just you have some kind of resource, you build it up, you spend it. That's about it. You just kind of hit whatever lights up. There's very few classes and specs in the game that have like actual hardline rotations. This game, you have very strict rotations most of the time. Summoner's a little bit of leeway, but it's pretty much the same overall. But as far as like something like Samurai, you can figure out like to the second like how many resources you'll have at any given point. In addition to that, this game is a lot more based around memorization. I saw a really good comparison as far as the boss design. It's closer to Mega Man in this game, where it's like you figure out the pattern and you execute the pattern. Which I think, to me, is more interesting. I get why it might not be to other people. I got sides here. But I find it more interesting just because it lets you design much tighter encounters, where a lot of stuff has to happen in specific orders. And it also means you're very responsible. Like, if you fuck up, it's, 1, your fault, 2, you could kill everyone else. Even in a group this large, there are some mechanics that will absolutely kill everybody if some people mess it up. Whereas in WoW, like, a lot of the raids are not... Like, the way that they balance everything, it's not big enough that... oh shit, where are we gonna go? Here. In WoW, a lot of the raids are big enough that, like, your personal contribution rarely matters, even at a high level. That you can carry people through content, whereas in this game, it's a lot more difficult to do that. A lot of people say that this game is a lot slower, and that's true at the beginning. Like, when you first start playing this game, the 2.5 second global cooldown is pretty nuts, especially if you're coming from a faster game. Let me just use this quickly. But you get so many abilities that are off the global cooldown that you end up hitting buttons a lot faster most of the time. World of Warcraft, you, oh yeah, this is just like a bunch of, like, androids in a ball, and they're gonna do some stuff now. It's weird. But in that game, what you're doing most of the time is you have like a 1 to 1.5 second global cooldown, depending on your class and how much haste you have. But they've put so much on the global cooldown that you're only hitting that one button. You're not really hitting anything else. In this game, every attack has a fairly consistent animation lock of about 0.7 seconds, meaning that in between each global cooldown of 2.5 seconds, you can fit in 2 abilities without clipping into your next GCD. So you're actually hitting a button usually like every 0.7 to 1 seconds in this game, depending on like what job you're playing. Yeah, I fucked up that a bit. It's okay. Yeah, pretty much. It's specifically 2P, actually, not 2B. 2B is not participating in this fight right now. She is back there. She's not doing too great right now. Alright. Oh, get out. Gonna have to go in soon. This is gonna be get behind her. And then it's gonna be in afterwards, so I'll just go here. Even so, like, the thing with the encounter design in this game, too, is that it's kind of built so that you can figure it out as you go. Especially once you've actually encountered stuff. There's a lot of very obvious tells for certain abilities. So we gotta go in, but we don't know which one. I think it's gonna be this one. Yeah. See, there's like a circle here. It kind of implies that you have to go in to not get hit by stuff. It is a pretty big time investment. Especially if you're not hurting for another MMO to play. It's not necessarily, like, worse. I think lately it has been a lot worse, but that's just because I don't like how the designers design the game right now. We're gonna have to move up a bit. I don't want to get knocked into that. No! Fuck! That hurts. Oh man, I might die. Oh, that really hurts! Please heal me. Please heal me. More than that. Yeah. Fuck. That sucks. Oh well. But yeah, I was saying, with World of Warcraft, it's not that it's, like, particularly a worse thing, I just think that they're designing it for the lowest common denominator. And people have complained about that in this game a lot, too, where they're, like, dumbing things down, making things easier. But still, I think that maybe the players of this game have been spoiled by designers that don't actually want to do that for the most part. Alright, we should be fine. Because they very much, like, do not... Like, I don't feel like I'm treated like an idiot when I play this game. But I have felt that way when playing WoW. To gear other characters in WoW, just because... One, it's so random. Oh, I just fucked up everything. Okay, whatever. It's so random, like, what gear you get. Because you can't really work towards a reward like you can in this game. You can... To some extent you can. I am so fucking dead. Yeah. To some extent you can, because Mythic Plus dungeons give you some currencies that let you buy certain rewards. But it takes a really long time, one. And two, like, you're looking for, like, random extra stuff on those pieces of gear. Like extra gem slot. Imagine if in this game, like, oh, let's just kill this boss first. Come on. There we go. Imagine in this game, so gear has materia slots. I can put materia in there for extra stats. Imagine you sometimes get a weapon, so I have the Eden Choir daggers here. It's best in slot for ninjas. Imagine sometimes I get an extra materia slot there. So what do I have to do? I have to keep running Shiva every single week and hope that it drops. But on top of that, the books that you get that let you buy... actually, I can just read on all this. The books that you get for Savage Raids that let you buy gear, those also don't drop. So, you kill Shiva once a week. Yeah, that would be nice. Like, I do wish there were more stat diversity in this game. Because you have crit, you have direct hit, which is basically crit, but a little weaker. Or a little different, at least. You have determination, which is versatility. And you have, like, haste. It's skill speed and spell speed in this game. So I do wish there was a little more variety. But I also prefer... I greatly prefer not everything being random bullshit. I like the fact that if I want a piece of gear, I can legitimately work towards it. Even if I don't get it as a drop, like, I'll eventually have something that I can work with, you know? Yeah, the cube would be really cool, though. Like, that specifically is a pretty cool way to deal with it. It's just that, like, I don't want random drops, like, that can randomly become even better. So it just means that all my work meant nothing. Because it's still not the gear that I want. Like, just give me the gear that I want.